All right, welcome to the second part. I decided to continue because I want to finish this example and give it to the students. So what I'm going to do, if you go to next part, if you go to the storyboard, now we are not going to start with this screen. But we're going to start with, we have a table view controller, and this guy is going to be my starting point. So I've simply moved that arrow to this. Oh, it's going to be, because we have a navigation controller, my navigation controller is going to be my first screen, which shows me the table view controller. So we're going to take a look at this table view controller quickly, and then we're going to add the function first that will give me all the records. All right, and that's going to be easy because we did almost something similar already. So what I'm going to do, if you go back to our helper class, which is here, and we have a method called get all items. I'm going to copy the header of this. Hold on. Okay. So this one, create a function that get all the items in the table and return an array of item objects. So I'm going to return an array of item objects. Okay, so we need to define items array. So say let items equal, it's an array of items Oh, this is not items, this is item. See, it created the class for me. I know it's kind of weird, but anyway, I'm doing it as I told you, just to be on the safe side. And then it's going to be an int array. And same stuff that we did already with the find, we already have a find. I'm going to copy everything except for the predicate. All right, so if I copy all of that, and here at the end I need to return the item array, so just to avoid that error, so we're going to turn items. What are we doing? My query is going to say get all items, so I don't need a predicate. So just simply select a star from items. This stays the same. But instead of this, I'm not going to return only one value. I'm going to return a bunch of values, whatever in that array, whatever in the database. So what I'm going to do here, instead of this, we're going to say for I, or for row in results, and no need for this anymore. So what happens, it will get for every element for every row in that result, get the values, same thing that we've done before, create the item. The last thing we need to do is that we add that item we just created. We don't return it, we just simply add it to the array. So here we say array items dot append, and then the element, which is item. All right, that's all we have to do for get all the items. Oh, because I said it, you know what the error is, because we made that and it needs to be bar. Silly mistake. All right, so now we can call this guy and use it where? Use it in our table view controller. So I have already the table view controller in your startup project, and this is called items TVC. What we need to do, we need to configure this a little bit. First, I need to create the array. So let var items equal, again, it's going to be item array. And it's going to start with empty array. All right. And I need my helper class here. So let's my helper is going to be my helper here. And then here, I am going to, instead of returning, now, if you haven't watched the table view controller videos, go back and watch the video table view controllers. All right. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to return the elements, the number of elements in the items. All right, that's it. We already configured the cell, so that is okay. That's fine. The only thing we need to do in the view did load, you simply call my helper to say items equal my helper dot get all items. All right. Type value type item. What's going on? Let me check assign value of my helper get all items. Didn't we say it returns all items? Let me check the my helper class. It returns. Oh shoot. We did all of this work and the delete item. So sorry, I'm just going to change this name, get all items, and then this is going to say delete items. It's too late, delete item. All right. I'm not going to do the delete with you today. Maybe just show you a hint. All right. And then now it should work. If you go to the table view controller, Command V, that should work. The last thing I need to do is in here, which is basically saying items. We need to get the values from the array into the table. So I'm going to say let item equal items index path dot row. Again, we've talked about this before. And then say cell dot text label dot text. We need to unwrap this equal to item dot item name, and then we say cell dot detail text label. Again, you need to unwrap this. It's equal item dot item item description. Right, that's all we have to do. If we're lucky, it's gonna work. So I got my items here, great. So that works. Now I included in your project this button item. When you click on it, it will show me this screen. I can add more things here, milk. And I need low-fat milk. So we need to drink or drink dairy, add item, cancel. Now what you should do, and I haven't done that part, when you click on cancel or add item, you need to unwind. And I've talked about unwinding segues before. Unwind back to this screen and refresh the table view, which is basically you will have to call table view reload data. But if you run it again, just for quick and dirty way to show you, if you run it again, you'll have all three items listed in the table view here. All right, the last part, I will stop here. And the last part, I'll show you when you click on this, how to show the detail view controller and show the details of this object. All right. Okay, so let's stop this recording. I will start another